Hey, RW Rushing, HBO stand-up special. Here we go. Another true story about a guy named El Patron. El Patron, which is Mexican for the boss, but way more than a boss. Anyway, okay. El Patron is a real guy who I know. He lives in South Austin in a nice house, and all he does is call the shots for pretty much everything that happens in Austin, Texas. This guy is the shot caller. And all he does is hang out in his backyard and drink it up, smoke it up, and chop it up, and all day long. Anyway, that's all he does. And then his boys come and say, should we do this? Should we do that? He says, yes, no, yes, no. That's it. That's his job. Anyway, so one day, El Patron sitting back there in that backyard. You know what he's listening to? Stevie Nicks. He's sitting there rocking Stevie Nicks, just happy. God, he needs a break, okay? After all this job, this guy's going to drop dead of a heart attack, all this weird stress. But Patron isn't stressed out, not at all. Patron doesn't get stress. Patron gives stress, okay? So here's this guy. I know him. I wouldn't call him a friend. I don't think Patron has any friends. He just tells everybody what to do, and you better do it or else. So anyway, Patron's sitting back there. Here comes a guy named El Ratta. El Ratta. R-A-T-T-A. And he goes, hey, Patron, I need $20. Okay. This isn't racist. It's just how El Ratta talks. He goes, hey, Patron, I need $20. Give it to me. That's what I say. Patron is not boss. Patron is patron. Different deal. So Patron goes, what for, Ratta? Ratta goes, I got to walk over to the store and get a pack of cigarettes and a Budweiser. Patron goes, well, Ratta, the problem is you've been living in my house for a long time. I don't even remember how long, right? Ratta, yes, Patron. You've been living in my house, right? Yes, Patron. Where do you sleep in my house? Oh, Patron, I sleep behind the piano. I go, Patron, like, right. And look, Ratta, ever since you've been in my house, you've been terrorizing the neighborhood. You're constantly, every day when everybody's at work, you're doing kick-in robberies in this neighborhood. And all the neighbors are calling me, todos de mis vecinos, all my neighbors are calling me, complaining about you, Ratta. We all know who you are. Of course we do. We all got the Ring doorbells. We got all kinds of video. But everybody's scared to call 911 because you're one of my guys, Ratta. So I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it, Ratta. What are we going to do? Look, Ratta. Now, Ratta, he don't want to hear no lecture. Not at all. First, secondly, Ratta is one of these guys. He don't want nobody to tell him what to do. Hell no, that's Ratta. He's just one of those guys. Anyway, so Ratta goes, he looks El Patron straight in the eyes and he goes, okay, yeah, let's cuss. He goes, Patron, chinga tu madre. Okay, you got to understand with Patron, that is a very bad idea to say something like that to Patron. But Patron, he just thinks Ratta is funny, okay? He just thinks Ratta's funny, and that's why he's let Ratta hang out all these years, because he just makes Patron laugh. So Patron goes, Ratta, are you sure you want to say that to me? Better think real hard. Piense, think hard. Ratta just lights up a cigarette. It's a Pall Mall red cigarette. Looks Patron straight in the eyes and he says, chinga tu madre, pinche cabrón. Patron doesn't laugh, straight face, goes, Ratta, remind me again, where do you sleep? Ratta says, I sleep behind the piano. Patron goes, right. Tell you what, Ratta. First of all, I ain't giving you no $20. If you want your cigarettes and your beer, go shoplift it. Ratta goes, okay. Then Patron says, tell you what, Ratta. If you bother a single neighbor ever again, you know what I'm going to do? What? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Behind that piano, I'm going to put down some rat poison. I'm going to put rat poison all over my house. So if you don't want me to do that, number one, two ideas for you, Ratta. Okay, two ideas. Number one, you can pack up your shit and get the fuck out of here. The number 10 bus line is 2 blocks away. Go get your ass on the number 10 bus line, and I never want to see you again. Now, at this moment, Ratta, all the blood drains from his face. He starts feeling like he's going to faint. Number 2, Patron says, Ratta, what you can do, I'll give you $50 if you walk over to the convenience store, buy you your Budweiser and your cigarettes, and bring me a 12-pack of Busch beer. If you do that, then we're cool. Just don't mess with the neighbors anymore. I like this neighborhood. I don't want my neighbors messed with. Ratta, real guy, Ratta, he sits there and thinks about it for about a long 5 minutes. Finally he goes, "Sí, patron." And they lived happily ever after.